Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here once again. Yeah, I'm in a different position right now, mainly because I have been struggling to get my camera in a better position, mainly because, the lighting is really bad here, and, I tried doing the lighting as best as I can, so there's that. But anyways, welcome back to another video game review. Hopefully, I'll have a review for tonight. I'm probably going to be watching something that I own on Blu-ray that I haven't reviewed. So hopefully I'll be doing that because I really want to get more regular reviews out soon, other than After I Saw. Although, yeah, but anyways, welcome back to another game review. This time it is going to be on Destiny 2. I just got done finishing the main story. I could just finish the main game and continue playing on, but I rented it from Redbox, so, you know, and it's like $3 a day, so I don't want to continue paying, but you know what I mean. But anyways, now before I get into it, let me just say, I honestly don't mind the first Destiny. Now, yeah, I made a video saying that how great this game was, but I felt like I was fanboying over it. I did not understand the game, mainly because I just started playing more video games and I did not understand how much anticipation for this game was, but it ended up being a decent game for most people. I still think it's a good game, but I see its flaws, mainly the voice acting for Peter Dinklage as the Ghost, and its lackluster story, being dull and pretty much boring. Although I think the gunplay in this is flawless, and combat and stuff like that, I think it's really fun, but I thought it was a good game. Now that I think about it, I just think it's good. It's not a masterpiece or anything like that. I say it's a good game for the most part. But so I don't know how many people were really looking forward to Destiny 2. Basically, it kind of follows the same plot. Well, not really. You got this evil villain named Gaul who basically is trying to take over the last of. Who wants to basically take the light away from humanity's last place that they can survive in, and pretty much the survivors have to flee to safety, pretty much. While the Guardians, you have three classes, are Titan or Hunter or Warlock. I chose Hunter pretty much because there's a lot you can do as a Hunter. But anyways, for the most part, that is basically the main plot. And I could say it's a good story. I think it has a better story. Although it doesn't have a perfect story. Like, the story isn't like... It isn't like a Mass Effect or a BioShock or a Last of Us or a Metal Gear Solid 3 or anything like that. It doesn't have a perfect story. But it has a good story. Like, there isn't that many memorable characters, but I can say the voice acting for the Ghost is a little bit better. And but yeah, combat system. Let me talk about the combat system. Mainly, I know people criticize the Destiny games mainly for its lack of loot and how you have to pay season pass for certain things, but I just played the game for fun. You know, I'm not into playing games, for all this stuff. I want to play games for fun, and that's exactly what I got here. Fun. And for the most part, this isn't an easy game. Mainly for my taste, it isn't an easy game. Like there was this one boss in the first Destiny that pretty much made me give up and just wanted to start the entire game all over again. But no, the challenge it has fair challenge for the most part. After completing one mission, there are certain missions where you can, after you die, you can spawn to your last checkpoint. But or not checkpoint, you can respawn and the enemies damaged, they'll still be dead and stuff like that. Also, I think you may notice that the dimming is changing. Well, that's daytime effects pretty much, but damn it. What was I saying now? Yeah. Also the oh yeah, the difficulty. The difficulty standards. Sometimes when you respawn, it starts you off at a certain checkpoint. Like here's a few issues I had. The checkpoints like when you can't respawn to like a certain area and you have to fight the enemies all over again. Sometimes the checkpoints aren't really all that fair, and sometimes the damage they can give you. Also, when you level up, I don't feel like it does much other than, I mean, certain weapons do a lot of damage to the weaker enemies once you get. Mainly, I focused on getting weapons mainly for the damage and how much damage I can do on certain enemies, and it works for the most part. But sometimes it doesn't really feel like it does anything for me. Like when you level up, you can't really upgrade like your health or anything. That your health is just the same. But you can get you still can get certain costumes and stuff like that. And they don't really help you protect yourself pretty much. I guess I don't really understand all that, but yeah. But of course, I gotta talk about the graphics. Of course, they're flawless, pretty much. I didn't conquer a single glitch. I didn't conquer any like the cutscenes do feel cinematic. Although there isn't a whole lot of cinematic cutscenes, but for the most part, the cutscenes, at least for the characters, aren't really the most memorable. I guess. But yeah, after fighting the final boss, it does take a lot of hits, but it's super satisfying once you destroy the final boss. Also, I like how it's full price for $60. Like it does have a lot of adventures and missions that you can do, so it'll keep you occupied for a while. I mean, if you're really interested in checking this game out, um, like it took me a couple days. I rented this game on Sunday. It took me like 2 games to finish the game, pretty much, at least the main story. But for the most part, I had fun with the game. Overall, it has some really, really intense combat, and I think the combat works really well. And this game could have gotten close to an M rating, but you know, for the last moment, I mean, I don't have a problem with this being rated T. I mean, for the most part, it does feel like an M-rated game, except it's an M-rated game without blood and gore and stuff. But it's still rated T for teen, just like the first game was. I mean, Bungie are the creators of the Halo series, and they made it Halo 5 T for teen, and the new Halo Wars T for teen. But I'm not going to complain about the ratings. Overall, I think Destiny 2 is a very well improved. I think it has combat. I mean, the combat is pretty much the same. You can't change the difficulty setting, but oh yeah, also when you do the campaign, you can play online, but you have to play online. For the most part, it feels like you have to, because at least for certain missions, because when I look at the box of the game, it says Xbox Live or PlayStation Network required to play the game. But for the most part, I do have an Xbox subscription, so I was fine. I mean, how else would you think I had reviewed Overwatch? I just watch a video on YouTube, because that's not me playing the game. But you get what I'm trying to say here. Overall, I think Destiny 2 is a good game. I honestly was pretty surprised. I did not know what thinking after first Destiny, but for the most part, I'll give the game a 4 out of 5. It's not a perfect game. It still has its problems, but I still think it's an enjoyable, fun experience. But because I wasn't really in it for all the loot or stuff like that. I mean, I did get a really good amount of loot for the most part, but I played it for fun. I wanted to play the game for fun for the most part. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like I said before, hopefully I'll have another movie review that isn't an After I Saw video, because I've been making too many After I Saw videos. So, yeah, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. War out.